the couch.
Waiting, see.
John, you're not taking the couch or anything.
No, no, he barely fits me in the picture. But, hi, Mom. Hi, Mom.
Here he is.
There he is.
That's of 99.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
Okay, I'm zooming in on what it says so everyone can kind of see it here. Here we go. NYU, class of 99.
Here.
And I'll see if I can zoom in on that seal there. Hold on here. There we go.
Down just a little.
New York University. The Latin is beyond me.
Semper ubi sub ubi.
Okay, yeah.
And show him how.
MDs and lots of C's and lots of X's and a few I's there.
Yeah, that's when it
And it's
started.
trademarked.
Uh-oh.
And it's trademarked.
Uh-oh.
That-
Watch out.
And show them your side.
Oh, cute.
Side.
Show them your back.
Oh, the
Drop it
hood.
down.
Okay, the hood. The hood.
Right color. How
The
long?
beige means that he's MBA.
Mm.
Purple is the color of NYU. That's why I'm in purple too.
And I'm green for Manhattan College,
And
but
then
you
say,
can't see
there's
that.
your family. That you
There's
went
my
to.
family.
Okay,
And
hold on. I'm zooming in on the family here. Here we go.
my tutor.
Could you point out your tutor one more time?
My tutor.
Okay, yeah. Yes.
My
There.
editor. Here he is. in living
Okay,
color.
hold on. Hold on, we gotta zoom out the other editor.
Shimon!
My tutor in living color.
No, leave him
In
alone.
NYU.
Shimon!
He doesn't-
Honorary
He doesn't
graduate.
know what's going on.
Shimon, come to sister.
Ah,
Come on, Shimo.
Just to
Sister
show
wants you.
the,
Your sister wants you.
the union of the families. of
Come
Cortez and
here.
Solovanos.
Come here. Come in front.
Oh,
Turn around.
oh. Shimu's gonna be in the picture.
Turn around.
Sit.
Shimo. Get Shimo. Turn around.
Sit.
Shimo. Sit.
Sit.
Sit. Sit.
That's
Sit.
okay, as long as
Oh yeah.
Sit.
Oh yeah, the
Sit.
dog is really listening here.
Yes, you're a good
Sit.
dog.
Sit.
Yeah.
Good job.
Sit.
Sit. Sit.
Sit.
Sit.
Oh
It'll
yeah.
take forever.
Oh yeah.
Take his
Would you like me to make him sit?
no.
Oh, there, it's almost a sit.
Shimo,
Scratching
sit.
himself.
Sit. Sit.
Good dog.
Would you want to go back to the vet?
Did you take Shimo
Lessons.
in his neck?
I got Shamu in his neck, in his
Yeah.
disgusting neck.
Okay. Take Billy outside.
Okay, hold on.
Stop it. Stop. No, I
Hold
want
on.
to get the ugly house.
I don't want to get the ugly house. Don't show the ugly couch.
Don't show the ugly cow.
Okay, we're gonna see if we can edit those frames out. Okay, here we go. Here we go. We're going outside.
Way to school.
We're changing light here, so it's gonna get a little dark.
Billy goes to his
It's gonna be a little dark in here. I don't know. See, because I'm going from light into dark here, so so you may come out. There you are. Okay. I'm flying. He's flying. He's flying, and he's coming down.
99. I walk like daddy on the side.
Yeah, he looks like Daddy. Maybe I should see if I can. Hold on.
Walk backwards.
I'll get the full walk backwards. Play the movie backwards. Da, 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 da. Okay, we're gonna have to go around this way now. It's a good thing that this camera has a really good wide angle lens because I'm bouncing around all over the place.
Here we are. Yes. Got the camera?
Oh, no. It's on
There's Maria, NYU, class of 99.
Should I
Yes.
the ultimate?
Here we are, class of 99. Zoom in.
Zooming in.
Tassel woman.
Good night, please.
Here we are.
Hi.
Oh,
What do you want, the whole camera?
Yeah. Just
Let me post this in the corner.
And Show mommy your back.
Show my ring.
Hold on. Zooming in on the ring
Don't
here.
zoom in on me.
Don't zoom in on me. There's like some of the detail there. I know we're going in and out of focus here.
It says MBA
NBA.
So good with the
in 1999
NBA 1999.
and a diamond on top with the Washington Square Arch as a decoration.
Washington Square Arch. Okay, hold on. Let me see if I can get that. Can you bring your hand down a little bit lower? Yeah, just bring it down lower, lower, lower. Yeah, and we're gonna have to bring. Okay, there, right about there. Okay, let me see if we can
Tony, open your face. No, it doesn't
bring it
move.
into focus here now.
Do you have to go to the next
This
one?
is tough. Okay,
No, you
I
have
can
to
bring it
go
back.
24
a little bit at a
hours.
time.
No,
Hold on. Let it kind of
What?
Yeah, no,
get a good shot of it. Oh, good.
this is go 24.
It's like the detail is so heavy that like if the focus is off a tiny bit,
Yeah.
you'll never kind of appreciate it here. Yeah, we can just kind of bring it. Oh yeah, that's a good shot of
Did
it.
you do Billy's back?
No, you don't want to see the back.
Okay.
Yes.
The hood.
I
The
want
color of the hood. I think we did it inside. I turned around inside. But this is different light.
Yeah.
Okay?
Okay.
How come it doesn't go to the...
What?
You're supposed to press the big blue button.
Billy, just watch out.
Yeah, it doesn't...
And this turn
It doesn't go down the button. Maybe there's a starting thing for it. We try it back. Stay
He's
there.
flying.
Stay, no,
Bill, turn to me then. No. Did you just turn? No, get your feet forward. Okay. Now turn your head and your body. Okay, keep on turning.
He
What
has
did
to
I do?
pose.
I took your picture.
Okay, well put your head down.
No, relax. See, the button doesn't go
You
down.
have to turn it on in front, underneath the...
You have to turn it on in front, man. Oh, okay.
See, I said there must be a switch to it.
Okay, Billy, smile. Very cute. Now turn around. Oh. Maybe you're not too serious. Maybe I should just put it- Bill, John, are you going?
The sun should be behind you, so...
I know, but I should in front of the house.
Okay.
All right, I am pausing now.
Mom, can you take that thing over the front?
What thing? Oh, the big. Yeah, I'm sorry.
All right. Yeah, we might as well. Yeah, here.
Hold on. Trying to give it you.
Just tell me when
And
you're
here it
ready.
is.
I'm going to close the book then so you can take
We are recording, ladies and gentlemen, and you can see there it is right up there.
the New York University
New York
Texas
Society Prize. William T. Sullivan. Can't get better than that, man. Honorable mention. And here we go. We're zooming out here a little bit. Don, can you go a little bit further away so we can get the whole book? Wait. Oh, nice. Very nice. Very nice. We can zoom in, showing you like.
Candidates are coming down first.
Yeah. This is not working. Wait a minute. Oh, over here, because it looks like they got PhD on this side.
There he is!
Where? Over there? Got him. Got him, son.
I'm glad to have this right.
Lost him. There he is. It's hard to find him. Where the hell is he? Con, you're getting in the camera lens. There he is. He's got his program.
Still on?
Yep. You want to see him? He's right over here.
What?
You want to see him? Hold on. I'll find him. He's right down here in the corner. There he is. You see him?
Yeah. He sticks his head up. You're on camera. They're still marching in. Poor guys.
All right, I'm fading out.
Okay. Those are real the time. Give us 30 grand.
Please rise and join the net present vocals in the singing of the national anthem.
Uh-oh, he's going to sing one single can.
Yeah.
Can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were still gallantly streaming, and the rockets heard burr, the bombs bursting in air, gave through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
What is that? 20.
Pause in there.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Dean of the Stern School, George Daly.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Stern School of Business 1999 pre-commencement ceremony. Last pre-commencement ceremonies of our school this century. As I look around this auditorium, I am impressed with an audience which reflects the diverse and global nature of the Stern School and its students and faculty. All of the world's continents and over 40 of its countries are represented here today. We are pleased to host such an array and extend our warmest greetings to you. We are proud of our school, we are proud of our graduates, and we are delighted that we can share these important moments with you. It may be helpful if I provide you with a brief background of this occasion. New York University will officially confer its degrees tomorrow in Washington Square Park. While this university ceremony is most impressive, it affords little opportunity for individual expression and recognition. Because of this, the Stern School has developed a tradition of having this ceremony, one that allows us to hear from a distinguished speaker from representatives of the schools, alumni, and overseers, and from a number of students and faculty. Most important, it affords a degree of personal recognition of what is for all of our graduates an important achievement and milestone. Now, I know that our faculty is proud of our graduates. Likewise, I am sure that our graduates would not want to depart the Stern School without showing their appreciation to the faculty. So I have a proposal. It is that both the faculty on stage and the students stand and give each other a mutual round of applause. I should mention that also present on our stage, besides our distinguished guests, are Fred Choi, the Vice Dean of Stearns Undergraduate College, Dave Backus, the Vice Dean of Faculty, and in this auditorium are a lot of people who have made your lives better at the Stern School, including people like Margaret O'Hara and Mary Miller and Beth Rubin. And they, or at least I thank you on their behalf for that applause. It is now my pleasure to introduce a person who's meant a lot to me and a lot to you, our keynote speaker, Dr. Henry Kaufman, Chairman of the Board, Overseers of the Stern School, Trustee of New York University, and President of Henry Kaufman and Company, Incorporated, a firm specializing in investment management and economic and financial consulting. Let me tell you just a little bit about Mr. Kaufman. Before establishing the firm of Henry Kaufman in 1988, he spent 26 years at Salomon Brothers, where he was a managing director, member of the executive committee, and head of the firm's 4 research departments. He was also vice chairman of the parent company, Salomon Incorporated. Dr. Kaufman is one of the nation's leading economists and internationally respected authority on global bond markets. In 1982, he received an honorary Doctorate of Laws degree from NYU and an honorary Doctor of Humane Letters from Yeshiva University in 1986. For his book, Interest Rates, the Markets, and the New Financial World, he was awarded the first George S. Eccles Prize for Excellence in Economic Writing from the Columbia Business School in 1987, a nearby institution. Dr. Kaufman has played a very important role in enhancing the quality of education at Stern and across New York University. His exceptional generosity has led to a number of scholarships and endowed professorships at our school, including most recently the chair occupied this year by Paul Volcker, former head of the Federal Reserve System. His naming gift for what is now known as the Henry Kaufman Management Center is but the latest of many acts of uncommon generosity. Henry has moved markets, and he has moved institutions. It is our good fortune that the Stern School is first among those institutions in his affection. I am proud to present our devoted friend, Dr. Henry Kaufman.
Thank you, Dean Daly, members of the faculty, graduates, ladies and gentlemen. This school and this university have been an integral part of my adult life. The knowledge and the inspiration that I received here many years ago from gifted members of the faculty, especially the teachings and the guidance I received from Professor Marcus Nadler, helped launch me on a lifelong career path in financial markets. I've been very gratified to watch the school rise to higher and higher levels of academic achievement and prominence as its faculty and facilities have expanded and improved. And that improvement is best exemplified by this graduating class, the best in the history of the business school. This occasion is a a nostalgic moment for me as I look at you today, at the many fine graduates and your friends and your family. I can recall vividly when I attended a similar ceremony to receive my first degree. My parents and grandmother sat in the audience that day, beaming with pride and satisfaction. It was almost as if they were being awarded the degree themselves. And perhaps they should have been, for scarcely a decade had passed since my family and I had arrived on American shores after fleeing Nazi Germany and narrowly escaping the gas chamber. But we made it to America, and succeeding. From that point on, NYU's motto, Pasteur and Pasteur, persist and succeed, has held special meaning for me. Of course, this kind of story is hardly unique to my family. It has been written and it's been rewritten innumerable times by the native-born and by the immigrant Americans from diverse ethnic, religious, and cultural backgrounds. That diversity remains a great source of strength for this institution and for nations as a whole, as we can see by looking around at the audience today. Another great source of our nation's strength is our willingness to embrace change. Americans dislike confines and boundaries and are restless innovators. Nowhere is this more apparent than in the financial markets. The American impulse to innovate helps explain why virtually every major innovation in financial markets in recent decades has originated on our shores. Let me just give you a few examples. Securitization, perhaps the central feature of modern financial markets, gained its impetus from the American financial community. Simply put, securitization is the shift of non-marketable financial assets to marketable ones. Consider what has happened to the home mortgage since the end of World War II. No longer is it domiciled in the originating institution. Instead, it is likely to be securitized into packages of debt that are marketed and remarketed like shares of stocks and bonds. The mortgage shopper might visit his local banker, but more likely he will consult mortgage bankers, newsletters, magazines, or websites for up-to-date information on rates and other features. Many other kinds of new financial instruments have also been American-driven. The long list includes negotiable CDs, the Eurodollar market, interest rates and currency swaps, the high-yield or junk bond market, zero-coupon bonds, equity derivatives, asset-backed obligations such as credit cards, among many, many others. The United States has also been the leader in the application of new information technology to financial markets. Just consider how market information is transmitted, analyzed, and acted upon today compared with just a few decades ago. In my early days in Wall Street, we painstakingly calculated the yield to maturity on a bond using something called a basic book. Today, you can get the answer with a few clicks on the computer keyboard. Similarly, financial charts, which today are created digitally in full color with ease, were then produced laboriously by hand. Rapid strides in technology and the securitization of financial assets have been key drivers in the globalization of financial markets, where American institutions have also been in the forefront. Walk into most global financial institutions here and abroad, and you will witness a volume of transactions unthinkable just a decade ago. The chatter is now thoroughly international, and transactions being consummated are often gigantic. Earlier this year, for example, AT&T sold in a single day a new bond issue totaling $8 billion. In all of 1962, when I joined Salomon Brothers, the net volume of corporate bond offerings totaled only $5 billion. Now, this is not to say, however, that we have achieved the economist's dream of perfect financial markets. Far from it. In fact, as this generation's financial and business professionals, you face a financial world of unprecedented complexities. For instance, the globalization of markets has made it easier for crises to spread from nation to nation or even continent to continent, as demonstrated by the recent upheavals in Russia, Asia, and Latin America. It's important to recognize that this financial crisis, probably the worst in the post-war period, didn't originate with the collapse of a prominent bank, insurance company, or investment firm. Rather, it was sparked last year by the travails of a hedge fund, long-term capital management, and transmitted through LTCM's financial relationships with major traditional financial institutions. Simply put, the managers of long-term credit and at many of its creditors made serious errors of judgment, especially when it came to risk analysis. As the financial leaders of today and tomorrow, you here must recognize and combat the illusion in the securities market that everything can be rapidly bought and sold and that marketability is seamless. Consider how easy it was to distribute new blocks of Russian bonds a few years ago, and yet how difficult it has been to disgorge those holdings from portfolios since last summer without making huge price concessions. All of this, securitization, globalization, and rapid innovation in financial markets, have made the management of financial institutions much more daunting than in the 1950s and in the 1960s. Back then, the challenge facing senior financial management was straightforward. Interest rates were not particularly volatile. Financial markets were segmented. Banks made business loans, thrifts provided mortgages, insurance companies wrote insurance policies, and mutual funds then were inconsequential. Today, there's greater access to finance, greater ability to take risks, a relentless quest for short-term performance, and less permanence in financial relationships. We are now moving quickly towards a financial world of encompassing institutions in which single firms carry out a myriad of financial activities, but without always understanding the risks involved in every kind of transaction. Gone are the days of the partnership in leading Wall Street firms. Now the corporate form dominates. At the same time, the Street also has moved from trading very high-quality securities to a focus on higher credit risk transactions, and from guarding client relationships to more impersonal transactions. There are many opportunities for you here to improve the management of firms amidst this rapidly changing context. To begin with, you can strive to bridge the gap between the senior management's knowledge at the top and the complex risk-taking transactions initiated by middle managers. And you can work to restore the balance between the near-term profit objectives of the firm and its financial sanctity. Without these kind of reforms, I'm afraid we will see more calamities in the future. For those of you who will carve out careers in portfolio management, you will also discover a world far more challenging than what confronted earlier graduates. Today, more households are at risk in the equity market than at any time in the post-World War II period. How will you decide that a major portfolio shift to a conservative posture is called for? Consider how you might have managed people's money during the dramatic bull market of the last 4 years. How high is high? That difficult question becomes even harder in periods of financial euphoria. The tendency under these conditions is to assume that the favorable economic and financial backdrop supporting the extraordinary market performance will continue indefinitely. Downward spirals bring a completely different dynamic to the financial markets. And that dynamic reveals some of the weakness in our growing reliance on sophisticated econometric techniques. During periods of contagion, for example, mathematics that purportedly proves that the diversification portfolio risk is there really goes out the window. Some of you may prefer to advise your future clients to invest their funds in index portfolios. But you may discover that even this risk-reducing approach may well erode in the future. As you know, indexation is the practice of passively seeking to replicate the behavior of a broad index of either the stock or the bond market rather than actively manage portfolios to try to achieve superior results. Ironically, the more that financial resources are invested passively, the greater the impact on the total market of the small portion of assets that are managed actively. Thus, what may make a good deal of sense to an individual investor or a single institution has the overall effect of increasing volatility of market values. And finally, perhaps a few of you will become central bankers or very active Fed watchers, as I was early on in my career. After all, central bankers are very highly regarded these days, especially Alan Greenspan, who has presided over extraordinary economic expansion and increase in the value of financial assets, while other nations have stumbled. But even Mr. Greenspan is now confronted with a very thorny issue. Put simply, the Federal Reserve is quick to ease in the face of financial distress, but is reluctant to tighten policy in the face of potential financial market excesses. The experience of last fall has probably reinforced this tendency. The ostensible reason then for easing was the emergence of a credit problem in the fixed income markets. That's fair enough. One of the Fed's traditional roles is to underwrite the safety and soundness of the credit system. Nevertheless, the central bank's action had a huge impact on the equity market. It sparked a rejuvenation of a euphoric mood among stock market participants. It set the stage for a subsequent escalation in equity prices, and it reinforced the view in the market that the Fed will quickly rescue future setbacks in stock prices. Nevertheless, history shows that the response of markets to monetary policy initiatives does not always conform to the conventional wisdom. When viewed from a broader perspective, we should neither be in awe of the many financial changes that have occurred in recent years, nor should we be dismayed by the challenges ahead. The transformation of financial markets is a natural attribute of a changing world. After all, the essence of life is continuous change, and change often provides great opportunities for growth and rising standard of living. In the end, it seems to me how well we succeed in seizing these opportunities in the financial markets depends largely how well we balance our fiduciary responsibility with our entrepreneurial drive. This is because we in the financial markets hold a public trust. We are, in a real sense, the trustees of society's savings and temporary funds. If you apply here the fine academic training that you receive, you will no doubt do your part to maintain that trust. And in the process, we all will benefit. Thank you very much.
My grandfather's reflections were found in an obscure book published in the 1920s entitled Men Who Are Making America.
I just started.
He said, and I quote, Looking back over my life, I can now see clearly that there were 2 or 3 critical points in it. That in each instance, the successful outcome was due to the practice of strict honesty. Just doing the plain, simple, right thing. And refusing to deviate under any circumstances from the ordinary path of fairness and integrity. My experience and observation, he went on, convinced me that great cleverness is not necessary. In fact, smart tricks to take advantage of either competitors or customers or the public cannot build up a solid, lasting, worthwhile success. The golden rule is as applicable in business as it is in any other part of life. If any young man, today we would say young person, if any young man will study hard, keep his eyes always open for opportunities, exercise all the foresight he can cultivate by painstaking effort, at the same time observing the strictest honesty and prudence in all his doings, he cannot prove a failure. End quote. It is particularly fitting that this year we honor a man renowned for his humanity and integrity. It is my great honor to present the C. Walter Nichols Medal for Integrity, Enterprise, and Service to Dr. Henry Kaplan.
Thank you very much.
It doesn't automatically rewind.
It's to be included in so many that have received this award, that have preceded me here. It is a tribute that I greatly cherish, and it is just another aspect of this university that's dear to my heart. Thank you.
Thank you, Wally and Henry. I now call upon Jane Dresner-Sadaka, President of the Stern Alumni Board of Directors and a partner of the firm of Kellner, DeLeo and Company, to speak on behalf of the Stern Schools Alumni Association. Jane?
Wow. I can see how thrilled you all are to have reached this moment. The excitement in here is absolutely contagious. Congratulations from the Alumni Board, and welcome to the Worldwide Club of Stern Alumni. You know what we say, once a student, but always an alumnus. So while you are enjoying the limelight, and you should because you've earned it, bear in mind that your life at Stern is just getting started. And your membership in the Stern alumni community forecasts a very, very bright future for you. I hope you'll always be able to tap into the energy and excitement you're feeling right now, because I have a challenge for you. Stay in touch with each other and stay connected to Stern. Your class, the MBA class of 1999, has taken the most active role of any Stern class ever. And as a fellow alumna, let me say how proud I was to hear that you had broken all previous legacy campaign records. You guys are amazing. And you've been able to do it because you work together. Everyone in business knows the power of networking. Well, as you're out there building those new networks, don't forget about the one you're already an important part of, the Stern School. Fostering your relationship with Stern and with your fellow alumni is one way of ensuring that while you are going about the business of making a successful living, you will also be building more meaningful and more enjoyable lives for yourselves. I cannot say enough about how satisfying it is to play an active role in the Stern community. I've worked with recruitment and placement, helping the school to build ever more impressive classes like your own, and sharing my experience with fellow alumni. Now that it's all work, of course, Not that it's all work, of course. Being involved also means keeping in touch with my classmates and making new friends at Stern events. You are the new Stern. You are our best spokespeople. As president of the Alumni Association, I'm counting on you to be our best ambassadors. Flaunt your Stern pride. You need to show the world that you're as proud of your degree as those people from other well-known schools are. And you should be proud. From what I've seen, you're even more accomplished. Oh, here's a new Stern student. So congratulations, savor your big moment, and then get out there and show everyone the kind of people Stern alumni are. Simply the best.
We will now have the class speakers present comments to you. They are Jana Balba, representing the full-time students, and Joe Kiefer on behalf of the part-time students. Before they begin, and they will appear in alphabetical order, let me give you a brief comment or a brief description of each of them. Jana Balba was born in the Ukraine. She and her family immigrated to the United States in 1979. She grew up in New Hampshire, attended the Stern School of New York University as an undergraduate, graduating in 1994, and launched a career with Price Waterhouse. She was a member of Block 5, as a marketing and finance major, and she will be working in strategic planning at Young and Rubicon upon graduation. Joe Kiefer is an employee of General Electric and has been for the past 11 years. He joined them after graduating from New York University. He lives and works in Connecticut. He tells me 75 miles from the Stern School, which means that over the 4.5 years he has taken to complete his degree. He has probably gone through a few automobiles and other transportation systems. He ran a New York City Marathon last year and is proud to have finished in the top half. How proud? But he is a proud man. I know Joe very, very well. I've had him as a student in class, and I'll tell you how proud he is. He has 26 family members in the audience who are here to hear him. Jana?
Good afternoon, members of the Stern community, distinguished guests, my fellow graduates, and my dear friends in Block 5. As I reflect on how the MBA experience has transformed our lives, I realize that each of us is wiser and much more prepared for the road ahead. Winston Churchill once said, "Every day you may make progress, every step may be fruitful, yet there will stretch out before you an ever-lengthening, ever-ascending, ever-improving path. You know you will never get to the end of the journey, but this only adds to the joy and glory of the climb." And so Stern has laid out before us a remarkable extension to our life's journey and prepared us for that part of the journey, which is yet to unfold. Stern has expanded our minds, paved the way for successful careers, and of course, emptied our pockets. But the costs pale in comparison to what we've been given in return. We have had the privilege of learning from some of the world's most respected business minds. We have had the honor of meeting some of the world's most influential business leaders. And we have had the opportunity to travel the world. All this before ever leaving KMET. As we moved beyond KMET, New York City became an extension of our campus. Aside from career opportunities, New York provided a social haven where we could kick back, forget about school and the job search, and enjoy the company of our friends. The Stern School of Business, coupled with the vast intellectual and cultural diversity of our New York campus, has provided us with an exceptional quality of life, one that few other schools could ever equal. As we move beyond Stern, we will be making an